Price is Right.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the price was right for racism. Like so many of us 80s babies, I'm one of them. We grew up watching The Price is Right, watching Wheel of Fortune. I was raised by a grandmother, so I was subjected to watching this in my early days because my folks couldn't afford early child care. And in this video, I found a clip. There's a recent documentary of Bob Barker and all his racist behavior. The price definitely was right for racism. And we're going to break it down. Someone else broke it down who I'm gaining more and more respect for, Claudia Jordan. She did the clip we're going to review. But before we do that, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I am Lamont Tyson, Politics of Being Black. You've arrived at this channel right here. But if you like movie and TV show reviews, you can come check me out over here. And the thing that ultimately makes me the most money day to day in my life is stock trading. And I go live each and every day. The market is open at 9:30 in my stock trading channel called Win by Losing in Stocks. Would love to have you guys come check me out, and maybe stocks is something you can get into, and you can get a one-on-one with me for stocks at this link right here. So many people grew up watching this man right here, but you didn't know, because if you was young like I knew, you thought all people were good. You weren't raised to hate anybody. My grandparents never raised me to hate white people. They never raised me to hate black people. They never raised me to hate Asian people. Did they have stereotypes? Yes. But did they treat people differently? No. But this man right here, wait till you see the kind of vibes he's going to give you. Take a look at this clip, man. It's going to blow your mind.
Have you? Really? How long have you waited for that kiss?
Oh, I don't know, years
Really?
since I was little, watching Price is Right.
Yeah?
Yes.
I've been waiting for it myself, I have a feeling. All right, now listen, Denise.
Great.
I beg your pardon?
You look great.
I couldn't hear you.
You're very handsome.
Thank you, Denise. There's no sense in going on with this game if you have anything else you wish to say. Denise, whisper in my ear, how old are you? Just right. All right, now. $1,000. Move it up there.
And they try to hug Bob Barker, and he would kind of shrink away from them.
Everybody run a car in The Price is Right. Run a car. Don't attack me. Don't touch me.
Piece of shit.
How shitty is that? It definitely revealed an even darker side of the show, and the racial profiling, even down to the contestants.
What I'm looking for in a contestant is someone ready to have a good time with us.
They would go through potential audience members in the line looking for contestants.
I think I'll be chosen because I'm an adorable person.
There was stereotypes that were definitely pushed on the show. Negative stereotypes of black people. Like the overweight black woman, the extra loud, ridiculous person. And then I started to hear that they were only allowed to have 2 black contestants on the show at a time. And that was a direct instruction from Bob Barker. And to let Barker know the race of the contestant that's about to come on down, they would have the letter B written on the card.
I think he just didn't care to be that close to somebody that was not white. It was pretty sad.
Folks, let's break this down. First, let's go into what seeing his behavior automatically gives you. From the very jump, it automatically is given predator, 100%. I haven't heard no stories come out about him behind closed doors, but the way he was treating that first Anglo-Saxon girl and how young she was, it wouldn't behoove me if his ass is somewhere on that Epstein's list. That's one thing it was giving me. The other thing that comes to my mind is cringing. Literally, we was watching this on a show daily for those that watched. And the way he was running from that black woman as if she was the bubonic plague, that was sickening. And then the other thing that is giving me is, did anybody investigate this while he was alive, while the show was going? Did anybody take a look at this shit? Did anybody go and see what the show is doing? Do you do any data? Probably not. And so for me, ladies and gentlemen, as a child, I was raised that pretty much you treat everybody the way they should be treated. But then you hear Republicans running their damn yap about there ain't no racism. That's something that black people made up. And then you see this shit and you get reinforced that they're lying. They just want you to shut your mouth because it makes it easier for them to push their damn bull job agenda if you don't know about these things. And if you don't know how bad some of the people they hold up in society as great white men were. And then you also notice that they're trying to start taking history books out of school that highlight how bad these guys were. Because if we knew as young people that these guys was pieces of shit trash, we would not be watching the show unless we are individually pieces of shit trash. And no young person comes out of the womb racist. You're taught that. You're taught that through stereotyping, through your parents, and sometimes through society itself. And this man is a classic case of how Hollywood lets someone get away with this type of behavior. And then we have an individual responsibility to teach people that those stereotypes of black people being loud, black people being overweight, those are just what they are, stereotypes. So post your comments and let me know what you think about Bob, The Price is Right for Racism Barker. And shout out to Claudia Jordan. Her link is in description. But folks, he wasn't the only crazy ass game show host. Oh, no. We've got another one, ladies and gentlemen. This guy right here who gives Predator vibes too. Did y'all know how crazy his ass was? Pat Sajak of Wheel of Fortune. Another show that a lot of us watched when we was young. This dude was racist. He was in the tank for Republicans. He was just all those things. And just to let you know a little bit about how his behavior was, this man mocked climate change. He didn't believe it. He joked that people who believe in climate change should be called unpatriotic racists. Let that sink in. If you believe in climate change, you're unpatriotic and racist. First of all, that shows you his ignorance. Just on the very definition, anyone who's a minority on paper is not racist. I mean, you might be biased. You might put people in the stereotypes, but on paper, the true definition of racism, you're not. And then secondly, to try to mix racism with climate, first of all, obviously he doesn't have a high school education because that's stupid too. Every scientist tells you climate change is real. So for you to mock scientists and get paid all these millions of dollars to host a damn game show, something that has no significance in life other than entertainment, that's a problem I have, number one. People who don't actually have something that really can change humanity, I don't believe you shouldn't be getting paid that much damn money when you show that you do not believe in the real things that should be helping humanity, which brings me to my other point with him. He had an issue with education. Yes, this man here who just showed you just how uneducated he is. He joked about students going to college being snowflakes. He made fun of young people being sensitive about social issues because social issues that cause change always hurt people who want to stay superior or racist. He belittled concerns about racism and equality. Obviously, because he's a white guy, he's sitting on a pedestal. He has money. He doesn't give a damn about the social issues that impede people from having high quality of life. He tweeted about teachers and education. He suggested teachers might be exaggerating the problems or pushing agendas. Did you ever hear him say anything about how Florida and Republican places are getting rid of history books that tell the real history of how Europeans came to America, took over, killed the natives to this land, were crazy ass religious zealots that left Europe because they couldn't deal with what was going on there. Supposed to have been bringing the land back to the queen, but got here and said, the hell with that, we're keeping it. Did you hear him say anything about that during his time alive? No, you didn't. He didn't say anything. And he generally showed a pattern of hostility toward those who weren't Republican. So, ladies and gentlemen, always keep in mind that people that are held up in the highest regard by white people might have something going on. My grandma used to say to me about people who are held up, the brighter the picture, the darker the negative. Meaning that the more somebody looks polished and turd, they probably got some stuff in the closet that they don't reveal. And we just found that out about Christy Nome and her husband, who likes to cross-dress and wear breasts at night. They was always running their mouth about they are this great Christian couple. When she's been stepping out with Corey Lewandowski, he cross-dresses as a woman, and I don't have a problem with it. Like, do your thing. But don't be trying to be hypocritical and be downing other people that want to do that. And don't be trying to like force your belief system that you don't really believe in, obviously based on your behavior, onto others. So folks, always question someone, watch people's behavior more than you listen to their words, because that's one thing that is going to never be able to be faked. One more person, ladies and gentlemen, who is trying to make the news is this fool right here, who we've always known was racist, Jake Paul. He is upset, just like all the white MAGA, that Drewski did that skit that rocked the internet. That video had like 180 million views, literally like in less than 24 hours. So listen to what he's planning to do, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to ask you something, because I've been, over the last couple of days, calling makeup artists, and I was going to do a response to this and like go and do like the full on
darker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do it, and just do it back, because why not?
Yeah.
Like, are we on the same playing field? Like,
I think if there's a way to do it, singing in well, even this sentence, but if there's a way to do it, I've been here many times. If there's a way to do it, I think there needs to be some black support for the character. I think, like I'm saying, like say if, Drewski or, I'm trying to think of somebody else.
Charles Barkley.
If you got,
He goes on further to say,
there in the middle, look at the one in the hat in the middle.
He got
lower.
caught for this before?
Yeah. Look how dark he went. I mean, he went.
But to be fair, that picture's in black and white, so we can't tell how dark he went.
But yeah, that's fair. That's kind of fair.
It doesn't give a damn how. Look, let me tell you something. That goes to show you how we need to fix the education system. To actually sit here and say, because the picture is in black and white, you don't know how dark it went. Bruh, do you see the contrast between white people and black people? If that thing was lighter, the contrast would be a little lighter, you dumbass. But folks, these are some of the men and people that young white dudes are heralding in society, which is the real problem outside of Trump. Things that come to my mind when I first hear about this bull job, ladies and gentlemen, that he's actually entertaining this. Do they not realize that white America has been doing this to black people since we got off the damn boat? Do they not understand that? Does he not understand that, honestly, Drewski was not making fun of the fact that Erica Kirk is white? He was trying to wake people up to white people and their hypocrisy. How they tell you to do one thing in the name of Jesus, and then they're running around out here like they didn't just lose their husbands, and they're trying to get a new date in less than a year since their husband died. And they want to try to turn the tables now when this is something that they started and have been treating us this way for years. Ladies and gentlemen, this stinks. This stinks. And him and his brother have already been running around with Trump, and Trump's trying to make them political figures and shit like that. When you see just how intelligent they are, it's 0 on a scale of 10. They ate sandwiches short of a picnic. He been hit in the head too many times to even be considering running. But nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, people like this get heralded up because the one thing that white guys are losing is their majority. And they are so afraid that when black people and other minorities get the majority, that we're going to do something bad to them. Doing something bad to them, people, means we actually give equality. Because by giving equality, we level their privilege. And the ones who pretend like they don't know that they have privilege, they know, and they don't want to lose it. People who are rich, they always run around telling you they want to see other people successful. No, they don't. Because if more people were successful, they wouldn't have their lofty position in society to look down on us, be able to break laws and get away with it, and all the other perks that come with being rich. They don't. So F them. And if he does this, I hope he loses sponsors. I hope he gets ridiculed. I hope he gets taken to task the same way Erica Kurt was taken to task. Because if white people think that Drewski was just simply picking on Erica Kurt, you, my folks, probably are the problem. That's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video. Please comment, subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to me on my TV and movie breakdowns. But more importantly, the things that can change your life, come check me out on my stock trading channel, Win by Losing in Stocks. And until that next Sex is Hell video, I'm out.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.